Hi, and welcome to the How Do I video series on Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2015. My name is Mark Brummel and I'm an MVP for Microsoft Dynamics NAV. We will look at the options of how to optimize the sales process by dropshipping items. We will do this in 4 steps. The first step is to look at the prerequisites by creating a sales order that has the dropshipment option. Then we will look at how to manually create a purchase order for the dropshipment, and then how to optimize this process using the requisition worksheets. And then at the end of this video, we will look at how to cross-post the orders and update one order by posting the other. In order to do dropshipment in Microsoft Dynamics NAV, we have to create a sales order with a dropshipment purchase code. So let's create one. We will create the sales order by going to the customer list and selecting the customer we want to create the order for. If we then select the sales order option from the actions menu, the sell to customer number gets automatically populated. We then select an item from the item list and we populate the quantity field. Dynamics NAV will now give me a warning that there's no inventory for this item, which is fine because we want to create a purchase order and do a drop shipment from the vendor to our customer. In order to do that, we have to select a purchase code that is linked to the drop shipment, and if we do that, the drop shipment field is populated automatically. If we now release the sales order, we are ready to start the drop shipment process. We will do that from the Purchase Agent Role Center. Now we want to easily create a purchase order for the items. We do that by manually creating a purchase order for the vendor and select the customer number we created the sales order for. Because I'm going to manually create the purchase order, I have to know the vendor number where to purchase the items. I will first check that by going into the item card and then look at the replenishment tab. And here I can see that the default vendor for this item is 50,000. So when I go to my vendor list and go to vendor number 50,000, I can create a new purchase order. And when I create the purchase order, I have to populate the customer number in the shipping tab. So Microsoft Dynamics NAV knows where to ship the items to. After I have done this, I can select the drop shipment from the action pane, and then I get a list of all the sales orders that are outstanding for this customer. And I select the sales order that we just created. And now Microsoft Dynamics NAV has helped me creating a purchase order for this customer. We can also automate this process by using the requisition worksheet from the Purchasing Agent Role Center. I select the requisition worksheet from the Role Center and pick the requisition worksheet I want to use and edit the worksheet. In the worksheet, one of the options I have is drop shipment. I can get sales orders and I can either filter on a specific document or customer or just let NAV find everything that I need to do as a purchaser. NAV has found the sales order that I have to process and create a purchase order for. I can see that NAV has managed to find the vendor number for me and the replenishment system is purchase. So now I can carry out the action message which suggests me to create a new purchase order, and if I have done this, I can go back to my role center, and the last purchase order in the system is now the order that I just created, and from this order I can also navigate via the drop shipment option to the sales order, and we can see that Microsoft Dynamics NAV has linked the sales order to the purchase order. Our vendor now knows that the shipping address is our customer. When the customer has received the items, we can very easily post the sales shipment and the purchase receipt together by posting the purchase receipt. We can do this from the Purchase Agent Role Center by selecting the purchase order and using the receipt option. If we do this and then test the sales order, we can see that the quantity shipped has been updated in the sales order, and the only thing remaining is to send an invoice to our customer. In this video we have learned how to optimize the sales process by doing drop shipment of items. These are the topics we have covered in the video. We have looked at the prerequisites, we looked at how to manually do a drop shipment and how to do this using the requisition worksheet, and we have looked at cross-posting, purchase and sales orders. The topics we covered in this video are purchasing codes, we looked at the manual process, we looked at doing a drop shipment from the requisition worksheet, and combining receipt and shipment in one process. Thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you again in another episode of the How Do I video series from Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2015. This video was made in collaboration with Plataan, a Microsoft Dynamics Learning Center from Belgium, and Microsoft.